So we're heading to the doctor's. We'll get more information about my surgery because I've had a lot of people ask me, okay, you're not taking Diamox, you're not doing a bunch of stuff. What are you doing to treat it? Well, we're about to go see the doctor to get more information on my surgery, which is Friday. I currently stopped by Burger King and got like what I predict to be my last big meal before the surgery, because the last surgery I had, I was not allowed to eat for 24 hours before it. So, and the fact that it's like an 8 a.m. Time that I have to go, I'm totally expecting not being able to eat. So I may or may not record in the doctor's office. It honestly just all depends. I might do another time lapse. At least this doctor is the nice one and it's not the one that I freaking hate. Daniel! First part, I mean, I now have the cane, which he probably noticed.
I just remembered that.
Yes. The excuse from school for the week after my surgery.
Correct.
Should not transfer. She should not be doing
various activity without
clearance from neurology.
She should not be doing various activity until cleared by neurosurgery.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I just need to go and get this.
You can't read his handwriting.
I'm lucky if I can read anything recently. I've recently started a YouTube channel where I like film it and like film me trying to do like just general things, because I didn't realize I was having so much issues. And actually yesterday while I was studying, I had vision go out in both my eyes.
Okay.
Which I had a mini freak out over. I can't.
When you say, I'm going to pause you. When you say your vision goes out, what happens?
Normally it's just like, you know how sometimes when you stand up all of a sudden and your vision will go out? It's like that, but I was already sitting and I didn't have any.
So it's like black?
Yes, black, and it slowly fades in. It used to just be the left eye that would do it, but now both eyes are doing it. Which, I mean, I guess is good for the surgery Friday. Well, I mean that I'm getting the surgery Friday, not good for it. I normally have an eye patch because my vision is so far gone in my left eye right now that if people come up over here, I won't see them and it'll spook me.
Okay.
So I don't have an eye patch on me today because I forgot where I put it, and you need vision to find your stuff.
Yes.
And I couldn't find it, so, or else I'd have it.
Okay.
But my vision recently has just gone
Okay.
absolutely out.
Do you have any other questions or concerns for Dr. Fulkerson today?
Yeah, like, I've been looking at the surgeries online, and through my support groups, and I was wanting to know, how much of my head, like, where he's going to be, like doing the holes and everything like that, and, like, where it's going to be shaved or whatever, because I was just thinking, like, I'm a person that I have an issue if my hair doesn't grow back even, so I was just thinking about, like, tonight going home and just shaving it myself, or if he just want to do it there, because I know afterwards, after the surgery, I'm not allowed to, like, wash my hair or anything like that, so I was just wanting to know how much of that is he going to be taking off, and if it would be okay for me to just shave it myself, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, my mother was wanting to know what room I'd be in.
We won't know that until the surgery.
You won't know that until the surgery? And it will be...
Is she going to be there during the surgery itself?
She's planning on coming. She's trying to get her car fixed real quick so she can make the 2-hour drive from Fort Wayne.
Are you going to be there?
Yes.
I'm going to be there.
Okay. So what will happen is you'll be in the waiting area, and then after the surgery, Dr. Fulkerson will meet with you. Not you. No. And then once she gets up into an actual room, they'll let you know her room number.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Will the surgery take, do you think?
that would be a better question to ask Dr. Fulkerson.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I am remembering his schedule correctly,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say, because I know
Yeah.
I'm not going to be right.
I was about to say, because I Googled it, and I actually had a mini freak out a couple of days ago, because I decided to go to Wikipedia.
Oh, don't ever. No.
Yeah. And it was a horrible idea. I like posted to all of the groups that I was having a panic attack, and I was about ready to call you guys at like 5 a.m. and be like, I'm not coming in Friday.
No, don't ever go on that. That's not a reputable site.
Yep. I just freaked myself out looking at the stuff.
You go on that with a cold and you're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I made that mistake.
That's funny because I just told my mom the same thing last night. Don't ever go on that. I said, you stubbed your toe. Your foot is broken according to them.
Yeah. So, yeah, just like questions like that. I think my mom has a couple questions too, but
Okay.
we'll see. I'll see if any of those are. Apparently, this is all me. I don't know what any of this means. Okay, there's my left eyeball. Okay, that's freaky. I mean, these are me. Oh. I'm no doctor, but I'm assuming that that is not what I'm supposed to look like. Because if I remember from my anatomy books, that's not supposed to look like that at all. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at this stuff because it's a little freaky, don't you think, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm not even looking at it.
So I'm gonna record this now because I currently, like, the whole entire right side of my face is like, Piglet is on fire, and she's currently kind of, I noticed something a while ago is that she kind of like alerts me when I'm about to have a really bad episode, and I mean, I've taken as much Tylenol as you're supposed to in one sitting and anything, so I just wanted to make this while I'm here because she's alerting that it's probably gonna be really bad. Basically, I didn't record part of what the doctor was saying because I had a lot of questions that I just felt like weren't, not that they weren't smart, but that they were like worry wart questions and everything. But I had him go through some of the pictures that I had from the MRI, MRV, the angiogram, and all that stuff. And one, as you saw, I was like kind of showing them myself, but I didn't really understand them. The ones where I thought it was a little bit weird, he's like, they look normal. The only part that's weird is that there was like a silver film around the edge of it, which isn't normal, and that normally signals to them that it's overfilled with cerebral spinal fluid, and that's literally the only like visual confirmation you'll ever have. Like, the only other way to get a confirmation about your spinal fluid is through invasive measures such as a lumbar puncture or spinal tap. Yeah, she's alerting right now, and I keep having flashes of pain, so I'm sorry. but when we were looking at my MRV, which is what shows my veins and like had contrast in it, I have a bunch of veins right through here that you can see. Like, well, everyone's supposed to have veins, and like he's like, they're a little bit skinnier than they're supposed to be. He's like, that's not what we were concerned about. And down through here on my right side, you don't see the veins. They're supposed to be like symmetrical, and on the right side I have absolutely like no veins whatsoever. And that is part of one of the reasons why they're so concerned and want me to get a shunt as soon as possible. Sorry. I normally sleep on my right side, but because it's my right side that is like so sensitive right now, Daniel actually just left to go off to rehearsal, so I asked him to turn off the light. Let's see if laying on my back. I normally don't lay flat on my back. Oh, let's see. Okay, that already feels better. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I asked him to turn off the light because I can just tell. And, pigs. She's being so close. But that was basically my last, visit before my operation Friday. They sat there, and originally what I was going to do tonight was I was going to shave my whole head, but he's like, there's just like a small little section, because he's going to do it like right on my right side apparently, and he's like, there's just a small section. He's like, my hair is finally long enough that it will cover it. And I said, okay, Daniel, will only shave my head again if they cut off more than like half, or like I've seen some people that they just have a huge hole right here and like a huge scar, and I didn't want anything like that. I'm really a huge fan of just like having my hair be as uniform as possible, which is part of the reason why I haven't gotten it cut and have a little bit of a bowl cut / mullet going on right now, is because I want it to all grow out together. And I cut it in November, and it's pretty long for all the issues that I've been having currently. So yeah. Oh, and she just alerted again. That's great. You know, I'd always heard of dogs alerting, but I had never heard of cats doing the same thing. So whenever I feel really, really bad, she just comes up and she purrs and purrs and purrs. So they said I'll definitely will not be allowed to attend school for a week afterwards, so that'll be fun. And I do have that in writing. I finally got all the paperwork that I need to send to the school, which I was gonna do today, but like, if I have to lay flat on my back, which is finally helping, like, I can't do anything. Ugh. So yeah, this might be my last update. It depends on how bad my headache gets. Like, if I start having cerebral fluid leak out of my eye, which honestly this feels like a headache, where cerebral fluid or spinal fluid, whatever, will leak through my eye because it feels like it's starting to build up. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I finally got the official numbers from my spinal tap, because he had told Daniel, but Daniel has a habit of like and not paying attention to things when they get really medical and technical. I had made a prediction that my opening pressure would be 59, and I was close. It was 42. So, and the normal is 20 to 25. So and that was a good pressure headache day. That I don't want to say like I had a low pressure headache, but because I definitely had a headache, it just wasn't the really, 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 really bad headache days. So, yeah. This video is already super duper long. It might be a little bit longer. It just depends on, how fucking bad this headache gets. Okay.